line trading, going over the trades that we took today. As you can see here in the morning, we were looking for this head and shoulder right here off of the liquidity that was built pre-market, and right when it closed back below 510 for this shoulder, we get that move down right there, and that was my first trade I took, and I got all out at the bottom here for a great first trade, more than almost a point and a half. Here are a couple of members who had really good days. Shout out to them. The one being his first day in the community. Great job. Now, after that trade right there, I explain that in order to go back down, we must see this head and shoulder right here, or we are going to form a cup and handle at this moving average that we can see right here. That green line is the 20-day. We form the cup. You see the handle right here, and this algorithm is very important. It is the algorithm that brought us up the entire day. Every time the selling was actually this algorithm right here, as you can see. It is just controlling it. Here at 9:18, as you can see right here, I explain if we want to see another push to the downside, what is going to form here is this structure right here, this head and shoulder that we ended up getting. As you can see, I take my first entry right here off of that level, and then once again, I get it on another shoulder right here, as I explained. Then to go lower, what did we need to see? We needed to see a shoulder at this level right here. So after we closed this cup, we did not get the handle or the shoulder to continue going, and it instead was this controlled selling algorithm right here that we were just being controlled in. And then once you see the tapering, that is why we get this move up, grabbing that liquidity, and we go higher. Here at 12 o'clock, I post that the entry is starting to take form. So right here, I explain, watch for this and the 20-day here as we may get a push through it, and we do. The next thing I told members to watch for was we were possibly starting to have this weakening channel after we had this stronger buying channel right here, and to potentially watch for this cup that was starting to close here, and if so, watch for the handle to go down like that, and that's pretty much what started happening. We got a great flush a couple of times here, both great trades if you took them. Right here for this trade, this was the inverse cup and the handle that gave that move down right here. Now going over the pre-market brief and what we were expecting on the 30-minute chart, what was at play, and how we identified it. As you can see right here, what we were expecting was this inverse cup to potentially be closing here, and maybe we start to come down like this, and that's what we got. We got this inverse cup that closed. We did not get a handle, however, or any downside. This is also forming this right here with potentially this shoulder if we want to go down. Also, what has to be paid attention to is this green algorithm right here and the white algorithm, because we can possibly still move higher within it before we form some sort of head and shoulder off of this 20-day if we want to do that, completing a larger inverse cup before we go down like that. There were several possibilities to look out for here because we are still in this controlled selling right here, being this yellow algorithm, and we can potentially grab liquidity like that off of this shoulder here and visit our next zone up here if we do not want to make this the top. So for tomorrow, I expect chop with FOMC. Probably not going to get a massive move up or a massive move down. We're going to stay tucked between these two moving averages right here until our decision, and when the FOMC decision comes, we will be seeing if we are below this or above this to get our direction. Still completing this cup here, but we are starting to form this bear flag that you can see right here. This algorithm potentially is forming some sort of top here in order for us to come down. If we do not complete that cup right here and get the handle, with being above that 20-day moving average. We can see this 5-day right here, and we form some sort of resistance to then break out of the bottom of it down here. We still can form a larger handle here though for this cup, and I would like to see it come down to this 505 pink level right here, as well as this moving average. If we were going to go up with a handle right there, that is what I would like to see. These moving averages are going to be crucial for entries and understanding where we are headed. There's going to be big moves with FOMC on Wednesday, and the candle fluctuations may be crazy. So if you understand where the moving averages are, they can be potential reject or bounce spots, and then combining them with the algos and price action, we will be able to see where we are headed. Stay patient in the chop like this and really pay attention to what is going on. You can see we are starting to taper. You can see that we also are in this channel still. So try to understand where it potentially can go if it does certain things for different types of entries. If we do end up breaking out of this blue algorithm right here, you can see that we don't have any more algorithms up here that I know of yet to stop us. So if we start breaking out of this with this shoulder here at this level, we may see a really nice push up, breaking out of this algorithm here and starting to move higher. Now taking a look at the daily, as you can see, we are sitting above the 20-day moving average right now, as well as the 5. So if we see later in the week, maybe a continued run upwards, or if we fall back below, we see some downside to this bottom Bollinger right here, or the upside, we will start to trend higher and reach this upper Bollinger. Now, probably not this week to this, but within the coming weeks, if we do decide we are going to go up and grab this liquidity right here instead of forming this inverse cup and handle that we could potentially see forming to the downside and maybe testing these levels that we have not reached yet. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.